Guys, so today we'll be starting a new way called What If Naruto Was Neglected and OP? Part 1. To start off with the Nine-Tails attack. Minato was gonna steal the Nine-Tails, but the third Hokage did instead. He stole 90% in Naruto and Minato's and 1% in Kushina and 2% each in Menma and Mito. And that was happening. Naruto touched the Reaper. Because of that, something happened. Indra, Asura, the Sage of Sixth Path, and his brother, all the Otsutsuki on the planet, and the Reaper were now fused into Naruto. Because let's just say the Otsutsuki went extinct, and the Reaper took all their souls. Yeah, and because he touched them, it literally made the shield mess up, and now the Reaper was indebted to Naruto. So now, well, Naruto fused with him, so the Reaper did not have to pay anymore stuff. Anyway, so because of that, Naruto's body will start to change. His body will become indestructible. He will become immortal, and also he'll stop aging at 20 years old. And he'll have infinite knowledge and a photographic memory. I mean, if he sees a person like Kakashi, doing the hand size for the Sidori, he'll be able to do them perfectly. After that, he will grow horns because of the Otsutsuki in him that was fused in him. The Otsutsuki that were fused in him. And also, Kurama, seeing that Naruto was this powerful, decided I should probably fuse with him, because knowing that Naruto can probably kill him if he came into the mindscape, he would think the best course of action would probably be fuse with him right now, so at least he won't die. So he'll do that, fusing 90% of the chakra within Naruto, and Naruto would then grow fangs because of that. And Minato, Minato would see that and hate him, thinking that the third Hokage was killed by him and the Naruto was possessing him. And Kushina would hate him because, let's say, Kushina's sister was there fighting, and well, she died because of the Nine-Tails, so now she hates Naruto as well. Okay, so as soon as the Nine-Tails fuses him, all that chakra will change something in his body. His blood will turn into golden blood. Yes, he has gold flowing through his veins, and some of his organs will be replaced with diamonds. Okay. So a 3 years time skip. Naruto's 4 and Jiraiya will come and say that Menma and Mito were the children of prophecy. But that was a lie. Flashback. We see the Toad Sage telling Jiraiya that a boy with horns and red hair and fangs was the child of prophecy. Jiraiya would think Naruto. Then he would think maybe he could change it. And the flashback. Mito and Kushina were overjoyed, celebrating that well, their children were the children of prophecy. Were the child of prophecy. Okay. They were overjoyed and they celebrated. But then they asked what to do with Naruto. Jiraiya said kick him out. He will only be a nuisance to the training of the training. So Minato would think of killing him off, so he would set up a trap, telling Naruto to go to the Forest of Death entrance. Then Minato would attack him and throw him off a cliff. This off a cliff in the Forest of Death. And in this, the Forest of Death is actually at the border of the Leafers, the border of the Flower Nations. Back to the story. So Naruto would say he hated the village and wished for everyone who wronged him to suffer. So Naruto suffer. When he hit the ground, he would go into his mind state. I mean, those were Sukis that he was fused with. You see Indra and Asura fighting. You see Indra and Asura fighting. Hagoromo trying to stop them, and Kaguya yelling at Hamura for being petty. Naruto was sat out. Shut up, he would say. You're acting like kids, Otsutsuki clan. They would be surprised. Naruto was, and then they would ask, how do you know that? He would say, how do you know that? He would say, I have infinite knowledge, surprising them. What he would explain was when he would, what he would explain, he would explain to them about it. He would explain how he knew that. He would say, I have infinite knowledge, surprising them. What he would explain, what he has, they would be surprised at him. One day on the real world is 1 year in the mindscape. Let's say that. So he would decide to do something about this. He's in the mindscape. That means here he would have infinite power and he'll be able to train. So Naruto will start training. He'll train. And it's been 1 month since Naruto was left to die. So it's been 30 days. So 30 years inside the mindscape. Naruto's body will start to change. As you see, his blue eyes became more and more bright, and that was a new dojutsu he had, as you see in the picture. The new dojutsu he had was called it was a fusion of every single dojutsu in his eye, and only he could use it. Only someone who's him, can use it. So only it's Boruto, and only people he allowed were able to use it. Okay, now he will get out of the mindscape. He'll wake up near a cave. And he will get up, his body changed a lot, he was strong enough to break entire mountains. He's basically a god at this point. But he still was going to train. And his progress was godly-like. He instantly learned things. So in that time, he learned every single Otsutsuki thing. And also, he learned to manipulate his chakra to create things. So as soon as he came out, he would come into a cave because it was raining, and then he would decide to make a weapon out of his own chakra. And this was the weapon, a katana that had fire, scorch release, every single release that was literally met with fire was in there. And he would use it to, survive. He would go and kill animals and hunt, and then for food. Then he would slice trees with his sword, and then build a little cabin. He would change the cave into a beautiful, luxurious home. Because he has infinite knowledge. I mean, he knows about TVs, the future, all of that stuff. So he's straight up Senku out here. He's going out making generators, making TVs. It's been a year now. It's been 11 months, so a year since he was still down there. And he's been training, don't get me wrong. He's been training. He also has been making the house. And now, well, the cave, it looked like a mansion, my guy. And there was 100 different floors going down. He had escape routes explosion devices. Like, he had stuff to explode the thing if anyone found it. That's how secure this place was. It had laser beams, machine gun turrets that would sense if someone was there and then shoot them down with chakra bullets. He was stacked. And also, Naruto would get cyclones out. And those cyclones would just, be getting chakra for him. Like, he was something like 1,000,000 different cyclones, and they'll just be gathering, all of them will be gathering chakra. So now, and Naruto, when this all happened, he was, let me see, I said 4 when Jiraiya came back, so, right now, he's 6 years old, yeah, he's 2 years in fact, all that happened. Okay, the academy doesn't start for another 6 years, so, because the academy starts at 12, so, Naruto would just start to create his own chakra style. Yes. And Kurama, he's been seeing this, but he's not talked up yet, cause like, he low-key scared of Naruto. Cause imagine a kid has the power to smite you. Yeah, you're not back talking today. He not even met you Naruto's chakra control. And Naruto's chakra control is above Tsunade's. Like, with one finger, he can literally put all of his chakra into one of his fingertips, and flick it. Once he flicks it, he could probably destroy an entire village with one flick, and not only take like 1% of his chakra. That's how OP this guy is. Yeah, this guy needs some nerf. But no, he's neglected. Anyway, so Naruto would decide to create his own chakra nature. This chakra nature would be magic. You see, like, all those things in the back? Yeah, that's the chakra nature. The chakra nature would be called magic release. You could create things like circles that will literally just rip anything into reality. Like, it was the strongest chakra nature. Like, with it you could, for instance, it bring like a whole different chakra. Like, it would just feed off of Naruto's infinite chakra. Infinite chakra. I'm just gonna say it again. Infinite chakra, my guy. And the uses for it were complete chakra manipulation, teleportation, being able to control life and death like yin yang release, and basically every single ability in the Naruto universe. And if you had it, you could also, if you train it, and the more times you use it, the stronger it gets. So if you use it like 1,000 times, it'll be 1,000 times stronger. And with this, it's been 6 years. He had developed his chakra nature, and developed jutsu for it. And now it's time for the academy. Everyone thought he was dead, and that's what he wanted. When he came into the classroom, he had a mask made out of chakra that was a dragon mask. But like, it does look like it looked 3D, but it was actually like 2D. Yeah, that's how advanced he was. And he would have a sword hilt for his sword. Katana was on his hip. He actually knows 3 sword technique. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. He actually has 3 of these swords, and those will be 3 sword techniques, and yeah. Like, one will have everything to do with nature, the other one will have everything to do with like destruction, and one will have everything to do with his new chakra nature. Anyway, so he would walk into class and nobody was sitting by Sasuke yet, and then he would just go and sit down by Sasuke. And Sakura, she would come out of nowhere and be like, "Hey, get away from my Sasuke-kun." She wants to sit next to Sasuke, because she a simp. She wanted to sit next to Sasuke. Sasuke did not really care, because he's in that emo phase, because the Uchiha massacre did not happen. Yeah, the Uchiha massacre, no, he doesn't sit by Sasuke. He sits by himself next to the window, and he will be sleeping, because he basically knows everything. Then, everyone will get in, and Sasuke will sit right beside, Menma, it's actually 3 seats. Men will sit right there, and Sakura likes Menma in this one. Yes, you sit first Menma in this one. Anyway, no, I want him to suffer. Yeah, and Naruto did save Hinata in this one. Yes, Hinata does like Naruto. And as soon as she saw him, she went to sit right next to him. And she knew it was Naruto, because she's been training to get strong enough to, be by Naruto's side, because she loves him and she wants to be strong enough just like him. Be able to protect him, not the other way around. So Naruto would just be sleeping, and Hinata would sit right next to Naruto. And Menma and Mito would sit right next. It would be like a 3 thing, and Mito would be there, and then Menma wanted to sit next to Hinata would say, "Move, dope." Yes, I'm doing it this way. "Move, dope," he says. Naruto, he just keep on sleeping. He would not even care. He would keep on saying, "Move, dope, move, dope," and then he would literally throw a kunai at him. And then Naruto, he would just let it. He would just be sleeping, and then it would just bounce off of him. Like, it would just bounce off. Like, it wouldn't even do anything. And Menma, again, frustrated, he would use some Kyuubi chakra and literally, like, hit him. And it did, and all it did was make, like, 1 drop of blood. And that drop of blood was from Naruto moving his face and then getting, like, a little prick from, like a stub, and then, like, he pulls it out. Yeah, so it was not even from the punch. Anyway, his body's indestructible for anything that came from humans, but, like, it was, like, natural, like, paper cuts. He can get damaged a little bit, but it's still heal, so basically indestructible. Anyway, so they would just see this golden blood, and then Menma, he would be like, "What are you dope?" And Mito, she would be like, "Get away, Menma wants to sit there." Like, they would just start to hit him, like, go off on him with Kyuubi chakra. Little did they know, every time they hit him, he was sucking in some of the Kyuubi chakra. So right now, they're at 1% of chakra. They're at 1% of chakra. Then they realize, oh dang, they must be using up a lot of the chakra, because the chakra feels weaker and weaker. So they will just move away, and he'll just go back to sleep. And then Iruka was teaching, and he would be mad that this guy's sleeping through his entire class. So he'll be like, what is the answer to, if there'll be a math class, what's the answer to a college grade level that only, like, high tier Jonies know? And he would just say instantly, like, let's say the answer is like 37, and he'll go back to sleep. And Iruka would be like, what? Like, what? And he'll be like, you know what? You teach. If you want to sleep all day, you can teach all day. And Naruto, he would just grab up and be like, he teach the class like some senior AP college stuff. And Iruka would be like, what? Like, this doesn't make no sense. And the Minato was coming there to check up on his kids, and he sees Uruka taking a notes, listening, like, and raising his hand, like, Naruto, how do you, what's that? I need help with that. Like, literally, like, taking the class with the other students. And Minato would be like, what's going on here? And Uruka would be like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Well, this child is a prodigy, and, well, he's teaching. Like, he came and say, like, he's teaching, yeah, he's teaching. And then he would hear Naruto say something that was out of his grade level. He'd be like, how do you know? Sit down, he would say. It's time for class, you're late. And he would feel like he's in school again. He would go back and say, like, yes, sir, Naruto, yes, sir. And then he would be teaching. He'd be teaching, and then you'll say, this is your homework for the day. Memorize this entire book of math. If I don't see it memorized tomorrow, I will kill you. And then they'll be like, yes, sir. And then they'll just go back home. And Minato will be like, what just happened? Like, I felt like I was getting to school. Like, what? I don't know what happened. Anyway, it would be 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, and it would be the team assessment. It seems like the assessment to find out the rookie of the year. Naruto would get perfect on everything. Like, everything, perfection. And for him, they decided to make him have a special thing. And he would decide, if I could beat you, Memba, Mito, and Kushina, and Kakashi, and my guy, you have to make me an instant Jonin. So they accepted, thinking he about to get clapped. And then he would just clap them all. Like, it would be a massacre, my guy. Like, you hear screaming from Minato, and he'll be clapping them all. Anyway, so now he's a Jonin. He beat them, so he's an instant Jonin. So now he'll say he's gonna go and do some missions. Naruto would just be doing S-rank missions, like S-rank missions sometimes, 2 S-rank missions, and like S-rank missions, like every single day. And he would become, and then that was in like his 2nd year of school, and he's already gone out of that year, like just 1 more year anyway. So now it's time for the team selection. And for team 7 would be Memba, Mito, Hinata as Naruto's assistant, because Naruto's been training her, and she became a Chunin by beating one of them. Anyway, Chunin, and that'll be his assistant. Okay, so Memba, Mito, Sasuke, and Sakura, aka Useless. So, they'll do the bell test. And Kakashi was there, and he was helping as well, just in case Naruto did something wrong. And they don't know it's Naruto yet. Like, he just wears a mask wherever he goes. And they just know he goes into the Forest of Death, and then they ask him why does he go in there. He says he lives there. They would not think about doing that, following him, but they will soon enough. Okay, he'll put the bells up and said, if you can grab the bells from Kakashi, me, or Hinata, let's say each of them only have 1 bell, and then there's like 4 people there. So then he will say, sir, there's only 3 bells. Yes, very perceptive. Only one of you will be becoming a Jonin. Will becoming a Genin. So start now. So, remember, Mito will be doing teamwork, and well, Sakura and Sasuke, they were doing a little bit of teamwork. Not enough for anyone to care, but teamwork nonetheless. And well, they still lost. And then Naruto said, you pass. Okay. Then Naruto said, I'm going home for today. And Hinata seen it, so she'll be like, I'm coming with you, Naruto. Okay, so you see with me tonight? Okay. Anyway, they will go. Kakashi told Minato about this. And Minato and Kusina and Minato and Menma and like Kakashi and the entire team will be sneaking around and find them. And then they will see Naruto going inside of this place. And then they will come inside and then they will see Yuhi at his finest, like him eating with calamari. And you know Kurama? He would rip out Kurama, give him a human form and make him the butler. Oh, and then he would say, "Oh, Lord Naruto, a guest star here. It's guest star here." And then he will come out, and then he'd come out in boxers with like a shirt and stuff like that. Okay, what? But nobody's supposed to be here. That is my room, so what's here? Then he will see them. Oh no. And then he would not have his mask on, so they would instantly see. And this one, Naruto's like 7 foot tall, 7'5", and Hinata, she like 6, like 5'6", yeah, 5'6". And like they were just friends, dated, but like friends still, kind of. Like it was weird, like they were dating anyway. So they would see Naruto, they would say, "Oh no." Then he'd be like, Nacho,